everyone! How's it going out there? Another day, another video, I guess. But hopefully this one's a little different than anything I've posted in the past. Today's topic is anxiety. Today I just want to take a second and just talk about real life and where I'm at and how it's going. And I really wanted to share a little bit about my anxiety. What is anxiety? Well, the best way that I could try to describe to you what anxiety feels like is compare it to that feeling you get right before you're about to go on a big roller coaster, or maybe even the feeling you get when you're about to cry. This gets heavy kind of, and it feels like you're just turning into yourself. And that's how I could best describe anxiety. My anxiety all started when I joined an internship program. It started off with me just being nervous every single day because I was so nervous to go to this internship program because it just wasn't the right place for me and I was having a really hard time being there, and every day I felt like something was gonna happen to me or I was gonna have to have a meeting or deal with something. And so every day before I'd go to this internship, I would just feel so nervous about it. And then because I was nervous about that, I started getting nervous about everything else in my life. And before I knew it, I just thought I was just feeling nervous all the time. But it was like a whole new level of nervousness for me. But I just ignored it. And I felt so gross. And I realized that's the only way that my body could process the anxiety that I had felt the whole day prior. So instead of dealing with it, I would just go to sleep and ignore it. And then I would wake up so gross feeling the next morning. I just quit leaving my house for a while. Basically, I just stayed at home all the time. And also, I quit talking to people. I feel like I lost a whole lot of my close friends during that time because I was just feeling so anxious about everything in my life. And I feel like I couldn't control any of it, and it was a really hard time. And then I kind of started thinking about, well, why am I feeling this way? And I realized that it was anxiety that I've been feeling, like really bad anxiety. And I remember just being miserable all the time. People were like, have you not been feeling good lately? And I'd be like, no, I'm fine. But really what it was is I had just been having so much anxiety that I didn't really want to do anything because it would make me feel anxious. I used to let myself get over nervous about anything. One time I was in a vocal competition and I got so nervous before that when I went on stage to sing, my mouth went completely dry. I'm like licking my lips trying to find some source of water. And like when I got off stage, they're like, "Need some water, Annie?" I was like, yes, actually I do need some water. And I didn't even place. That's how bad I did. And that's just one example of a time when I've let myself get over nervous. And I don't really know why, but I've just always been that way. And so once I figured out it was anxiety, I got some medicine, but the medicine makes me so sleepy. It really shouldn't be anxiety medicine. I think it should be, if you want to go into an 8-hour induced coma. So I don't like to take that, so I had to find other things that help relieve my anxiety. The biggest thing I found was actually just consistency. Basically, things that I can control for me that are gonna be constant every day. So for instance, my truck in my room, when those get dirty, my anxiety amplifies itself by like 50%. Everything in my room has a place. Not because I'm OCD or anything, but that's something that I can control for myself to make myself have a nice space that I can come to when I am anxious. The same for my truck. And I really like to keep those clean because it just makes me feel, it's like one less thing that I have to carry in here, knowing that my room is dirty. So that really helped. I also have an Apple Watch, and the Apple Watch is amazing because it syncs with your phone and it can sense when my heart rate is picking up. And when my heart rate starts to pick up, it'll do a reminder. And I have an app called Breathe, and it just reminds me to just take a minute and just breathe. It breathes with me, and that's really a time when I can look at myself and say, all right, calm down, it's okay. And I can identify what is causing me the anxiety. Another thing that I use to help my anxiety is listening to music. But I'm not talking about like just background music or music in your car. I'm talking about sitting down and setting time aside for you to just listen to music, and that's it. The best way I've found for me to do that is with my record collection. I can put a record on and just let it play. Any records I have is music that I love. So that really helps when I'm having a really bad anxious day. I can come into my room, and play my records, and that I can just relax for just 10 or 15 minutes. That can make a real difference in how I'm feeling. The other thing I wanted to mention was don't let people be your constant. People are never ever gonna be exactly what you need them to be because only you can be that for yourself. I've tried to have someone else as my constant. They're always gonna fall short of your expectations, and it's not fair to put the weight of that on somebody else whether they know or not, unless they've offered to like walk beside you. Basically, at the end of the day, it's just you and your anxiety. And what I had to do is I just had to be able to first recognize, like, this is pretty bad. And second, be able to look at myself and figure out, well, what is making me feel this way and how can I maybe fix that solution? Then the other things I mentioned really helped me a lot too during the day. Because I've started doing these certain things every day and some other stuff, of course, but I've really been able to reduce my anxiety so much. Like, it's so much better than it used to be, and that's really exciting. This is definitely still something that I deal with every day. Making this video gives me anxiety, but that's alright because I'm here to share, and I really hope maybe some of the things I said today, maybe you could put and apply in your life. I hope this serious video wasn't too weird. If it was, let me know in the comments. If it wasn't, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. No, that was the dumbest thing I've ever said. And that's all I got. Bye! I forgot what I was saying. All of it.